And bit rate is stable. All right. Just keep this up so I can see. Well, actually, I should close X. I already got a bunch of other stuff open. I don't want to take up too much of the bandwidth off my own computer alone. Hey, wow, you popped in fast, Jackie. Actually, I should at least promote the YouTube stream here before I get started. But how are we doing today, Jackie? Alright, one moment as I do that. There we go. How are we doing today, Jackie? Anyway. Hey guys, Gamer of Gamers in the Zone, and welcome back to some more Touhou 9 Phantasmagoria Flower View. Now, in the stream I did earlier today, before I went out to dinner with a friend, we got the endings for Lyrica and Mystia. So in terms of the available characters, that just leaves Touhou and then probably some other unlockable characters. You're doing alright, currently playing Modded Smash. Oh, okay. How am I doing? I had a pretty good day. Obviously, I'm making more progress in this. I went out to dinner with a friend. I was hoping to get another friend on board, but they weren't exactly allowed to head out. I won't go too much into detail. Oh yes, the food I had at the place was really good, but it was a nice way to celebrate the new job I'll be starting up next week. Anyway, let's get right into it. It's a little chilly above the lake. A rabbit above water? The insect came all the way over here, huh? Actually, it's cold rather than just chilly in this lake with no flowers growing. There's no way flowers would be growing in a lake. Alright, what's Touhou? That's Touhou's special attack? Nice. Yeah, it's so things will be moving in a nice direction soon. Well, there's maybe a few things I'm worried about. Obviously, because of the morning shift that I took, it's gonna be a bit of a new schedule for me. I do notice that the regular bullets for Touhou are a bit weaker, as I'm having a harder time getting all the spirits here. Yeah. So, for tonight's stream, I could probably see myself, if there is still a couple of unlockable characters remaining, we'll probably have enough time for, like, maybe at least 2 other characters, maybe, after this. Flowers aren't growing because a certain cold fairy is here. What was the job I got? I got a production assistant position at a news station. My friends told me that news would be a good starting point in the kind of career I'm getting into. So, that's where I'm starting. It's only part-time, but it will get my foot further in the door of my career. You don't tell me, or nah, you forget things easily. I did announce it on the Discord server, but in terms of a direct conversation, I don't think I brought it up. Coming towards... Hey, Trickster283, welcome to the stream. Coming towards me while singing. How provocative. What a rabbit dance. What? With this many flowers blooming, it's fine if I sing. It's only fine if I sing around here. Alright, it's interesting that her charge shot is a close combat. I don't know exactly how useful that's going to be. At least with Yomu's charge shot, you know, you at least had the, with Touhou's charge shot, you at least had the, or no, not Touhou, with, Yomu's charge shot, that was, like, close combat. It at least allowed you to deflect bullets. Though here, it's like... Oh, jeez. Okay. Almost got cornered there. That was close. Did the boss drop anything? I don't see anything on the screen. It's interesting. There's sometimes instances where if you take out the boss manually, it's like sometimes they drop something and sometimes they won't. Pride? It's just your pride. Aren't there any strong yokai around here? Oh boy. Touhou's going for the big leagues, huh? It's flying high for you. I'm getting really dizzy. Long ago, didn't rabbits fly in the sky? That's ancient. Now we live our lives with our feet on the ground thanks to evolution. Ah, I see. Then why are you flying right now, I wonder? Alright. So yeah, how are you doing today, Trickster283? Where's this going? Ah! Careful. Nice, I took out the boss and beat the stage. There wasn't anywhere I could go in 2 dimensions anymore, so I could only head up. Oh, so she only came to this place because she was tired of the ground? Or something? Alright, episode 4. The Netherworld, huh? It's quiet and nice here. It's rare that an animal says this world's nice. Despite being a simple creature that would unconditionally be afraid of the thought of death. Oh, wait. Despite a simple creature that would unconditionally... Rabbits are high class, you know. There was much exchange with many gods in the past. Well, they on the moon as well. Me wonder if they still satisfied with being food ingredients. What is it, Jackie? There's something you want to show me, or... Some of your messages got deleted? Really? So wait, were there messages I didn't notice, or... Because I didn't delete anything. Yeah, Touhou's shot type is very weak, so I'm having a much harder time than usual taking out the spirits. Come on. Gotcha. You were asking something, but the YouTube chat deletes it. Really? Why is... I don't remember setting up any kind of auto-moderation on YouTube, so I don't know why messages would be getting automatically deleted. Have you seen the screenshots you posted on the Bluebird site about the Sonic Werewolf game? Maybe one of them? Was that the one with Miku, or is it? Am I thinking of something else? Where they replaced Chip with Miku? Name? Oh, you assume it's the name of the song? I wouldn't think so, but I guess something's going on with that. It's fun. It's so fun. There's another something that's making merry here. With this many flowers blooming, there's no helping it. At my feet are all 4-leaf clovers. Whoa, she's right. Oh, once again, we're just fighting for no reason. Again, freezing time, you'd better keep a tally of all the times characters just start fighting for no reason in this game. Because some of the encounters are somewhat understandable why they'd start up a Don Maku match, but yeah, there's a lot of instances where them starting a match like this just doesn't make much sense. I thought for sure I took that out fast enough. I gotta utilize the chain reaction more to take out more spirits is what I gotta do. Okay, what's happening here? Okay, roughly simple stuff, so nothing to worry about there. Oh, go. Okay. Oh wait, I have... No! I had nothing to use to counter all of that. Okay. Still not good at countering that. So much is happening. Okay, that boss did not pick up any items. Okay, I got him. You're gonna send me a link on Discord. Okay. There's a 1 in 100,000 chance for a 4-leaf clover, so they're not rare or anything. Alright, I'll see what you sent me here, Jackie. So I'm certain I'll get to a bunch. Hang on. Let me see what you sent me here, Jackie. Oh yeah, I remember seeing that. Yeah, the Sans one. Okay, I remember now. The visitors are definitely not going to stop coming. I finally found you. Stop wandering around and enjoying the flowers and go back home already. Yay, I've been found. You still have a lot of work to do. Really, Touhou does... I mean, I know Touhou helped out back during, you know, the Touhou 8 incident, but we don't really know what Touhou's normal... Oh, okay, I'll admit that. This is supposed to be when it starts getting hard. Why am I making stupid moves? But at least be curious to know what... Oh, jeez. I'm doing really bad this run. I mean, I know we have plenty of continues to work with. At least in terms of my skill level, but still, Yikes. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. I was talking about, you know, the idea of what Touhou's normal day job looks like, because we don't really know what a lot of characters' regular day jobs are when they're not, you know, resolving an incident or something, and based on what Raisin says there, it does leave me kind of curious to know what Touhou's normally supposed to be doing. Ah! Okay, that's gonna... Yeah. No! Yeah, this is a bad run. No, you don't. Haha. Good luck countering that, and if you do, I've got enough power to counter again. But, yeah, this... I'll admit that if I fail this run, I'm considering it my fault, because... should not have been stupidly getting hit like that. Ah, I got a bit worried there. And they just fired a strong attack, didn't they? Yep, right after I bombed. So I'm going down, aren't I? Yeah. The drawback to playing as Touhou is that a lot of spirits show up, and it's very easy to get overwhelmed by all the spirits. And combined with everything else I was having to deal with, I do feel like it's the amount of bullets the spirits keep firing at me that add up to me having a rougher time with Touhou. So I feel like, yeah, out of all the characters I've played as so far, it's also the fact that the game keeps sending so many spirits after me. But ultimately, I do feel like the game's throwing a lot at me. Ah, careful. Be careful, Touhou. Okay, she's sending a boss after me. I'll counter with my own boss. Honestly, though, knowing the fact that bosses can drop items, I wonder if it would be better to just rely off level 2 shots just to counter bullets. That way I can have something at the ready. Should something add up to me having a bit... Oh, did I miss... I missed all of it. Ah! Trying to get out of the way of stuff, and stuff keeps getting in my way. Okay, it seems like... Okay, now we got her. It's fine. People are having an argument in a reply to the tweet you made, and you're just sitting back watching... no, a reply you made to the tweet. What? Wait, hang on. Let me see this again. Can't afford to be captured until you find more rare flowers. Alright, so you said a reply to this conversation. I'm not seeing any replies, though. 'Cause it says it's your tweet, but I'm not seeing any replies. Odd. Lily of the Valley? If the stink gets on me when I get home, I'll be angry. Huh? Rare for a rabbit to be here. Lured by the smell of Lily of the Valley, huh? Nah. My heart isn't bad at all. I can only, make a glancing guess, but it looks like the poison is working. The poison around here is amazing. Did you make all of this poison? It's mostly the flowers, but I made some more high-quality poison. Amazing, amazing! Hehehe. But, you know, I know someone who's an expert with medicine, not just for poison, but medicine for everything. You're using the poison of the Lily of the Valley, but don't you sometimes think you'd like to make stronger poison? I see, I didn't think there was someone who was better than me at handling poison. So then do you want to have a battle to see who's better at handling poison? Oh, it wasn't on the Sonic Unleashed tweet? Okay. It's not like that. If you could just leave a small portion of this Lily of the Valley field to me, the poison will multiply and be sent back to you. Don't you think it's a good deal? You just have to lend me a tiny portion of this huge field of yours. You just became really suspicious. I'm not handing over any over my precious Lily of the Valley field. You can taste for yourself whether my poison is weak or not. Then if I taste and come out fine, contract established, right? Right, the poison for Cusco. The poison chosen especially to kill Cusco. Cusco's poison. That poison? Yes, that poison! What is it? I was making a lot of references in the earlier stream I did today, so it's kind of funny that once again we're making reference after reference on these Touhou streams. Alright, I'm wondering if I should focus back on the defensive. That way I can focus, get an item out of killing the boss, right? Because normally I directly counter the boss, and if I beat the boss, I get an item for it. Meaning that it might be more beneficial for me to just manually kill the boss rather than... Oh, the... Okay, just this once I'm countering the boss, because I'm having an annoying time with the poison right now. I don't know if the poison... Okay, the poison placement is still kind of random, but... Man, the poison's showing up at bad times, that's for sure. Ah! Yeah, that poison keeps showing up at the worst time. Okay, at least that's simple to handle. I say that right as a boss shows up, and I get covered in poison. Yeah, I don't think I really enjoy playing as Touhou. So I'll probably be needing to use up a few continues here, but I'm certain I'll get it. So yeah, very good thing that you don't need to 1cc the game for the good ending. Are you going all out with, Yep. You're going all out, so I'm going all out as well. Oh, jeez. Ah! Come on, take out the... Okay, chain reaction helped there. I'm kind of locked in a tough spot right now, though. Okay, there we go. And we got another boss to worry about. I did not mean to cast that charge shot just yet, so that was kind of bad timing. I meant to... Of course, I fired the charge shot just a little bit too late. It's always the spirits. Like, again, I feel like it's the spirits that are giving me the most trouble here, because Touhou has a very hard time taking out the spirits. And it's ultimately adding up to us having a very hard time with all of this. Okay, gotcha. Oh no, the poison prevented me from getting it. Okay, I got him. Hey, freezing time, welcome to the stream. And then I'll take this portion for myself. It's become harder to breathe. The slow activating smell directly affects your mind. I'll lend you a portion so when you leave this place, you'll feel the true deadliness of my poison. But yeah, glad everyone could make it. That's fine. I'll just trick the other bunny at home to come get them. Yeah, now you did miss the stream earlier today. I did do a separate stream. I know normally I put the stream on pause when I head out for dinner, but because I was going out somewhere with a friend, I decided to turn off the stream. So obviously it's back on now, so welcome in everyone. So yeah, in the previous stream that was earlier today, I got the other two good endings. Leaving just Touhou. Unless some more characters can get unlocked here. Ha! The poison just might be circulating. This place is full of poisonous flowers too. What exactly is happening with Gensokyo? Another one desiring suicide has appeared. Who's there? You're a rabbit, huh? Find on top of what that you've got poison circulating your whole body. For even a rabbit to desire death, did something happen? That's what I want to know. Just when I thought I could take a rest, this place is also full of poison. Yep, that's why I'm on Touhou, because you missed the earlier today's stream. Full of poison? This place is Moon, Nosuka, huh? Red spider lilies? Why are there red spider lilies blooming now? If I collapse here, I'll become even more weak. But just because of that, I didn't come here to die. I see, you're too energetic for someone who wants to die. But it's no use tricking me. You really want to die, don't you? Wait a second, hold it right there. Do I look like a rabbit that would try to trick people? You really do. It's said that a rabbit crosses the river by tricking a shark into riding on the shark's back. There shouldn't be any sharks in the river. The Sanzu River isn't a normal river, of course. It's also not comprised of sea nor fresh water. Extinct sea creatures from the outside world live in it. It's a river of ruin. Also, does it have, like, leviathans, or... What sort of sea creatures are extinct exactly? The creatures that live there are creatures of the past. From sea dragons to Gombessa, an extensive range. Even if you were taken across the river, the most you can do is be eaten by the shark you tricked. Yeah. I will admit I have not been enjoying playing as Touhou, so I wouldn't be surprised if I need to use a couple of continues to win as her. Because, yeah, I have not been having a good time playing as Touhou. Especially since she has a much harder time compared to the other characters taking out spirits. There's a lot of instances where spirits manage to fire bullets on her, and it's becoming quite the bother. Yeah, see, there it goes again. Spirits preventing me... Oh. I need to get out of that. Okay. Anyway, how are we doing today? Okay. I don't know why I went full power there. Especially when they immediately counter it. That was a really stupid move on my part. And, oh, that was a... Okay, well, at least I was able to bomb there, but, that was another strong sneeze. Do you guys... Okay, I know I literally said this last stream before I went out for dinner, but do you guys ever get those, like, strong sneezes that, like, tenses up all of your muscles after sneezing? Like, oh, it hurts a lot when you get those kind of sneezes. Gamer, you don't know if I remember this, but you remember one stream where I was planning on getting my sister, you think, to draw a band... That wasn't live on a stream. I know that... I think that was an idea we discussed offline. And, I don't know if that's still on my sister's mind or not, or if she forgot. So we haven't really mentioned it in a while. That I normally don't think much to, you know, pry into what my sister's busy drawing. Because normally when it comes to her, she sort of just draws stuff whenever she's in the mood. If you're still curious about it and would really like to know, I can ask her if she's made any progress or if she forgot about it. Just for you, Jackie. I can ask her about it. Alright, there we go. And immediately back up to full power. That was good. Do something about this thing. Yeah, all those spirits fired at me. I could not do anything about that. Like, see, this has not been happening with a lot of the other characters, but so many more spirits than usual managed to successfully fire at Jackie, and it's becoming a bit of an issue. That's kind of stupid of me. Oh man, I've been kind of making some stupid decisions as well in this particular run of the game. So yeah, I'm not very happy about this run of the game. Look at how many... Like, every spirit that passes by is, like, wanting to attack Touhou. Every last one of them. Wait, I thought I got hit. Did I death bomb that? Pretty sure, in the middle of the banner, you had an idea of you, Jedi, in freezing time, being around the bonfire. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey there, Jedi. Sorry we couldn't get to dinner. Had a bad night. Look, things happen, Jedi, and in a way, I'm not going to pry into what happened that your family wouldn't let you join us. But just know that I am kind of disappointed, and hope you'll do better next time, so you don't end up doing whatever you did again that caused you to not be able to join us. Because I was really looking forward to introducing you to my other friends, and as well as something a bit more to celebrate me getting a new job. Okay, I'm not paying attention to the game. I need to pay more attention to the game right now. But yeah, I am quite disappointed that... I mean, I still got to have some delicious food. I mean, now, since you couldn't join us, we ended up going to Milwaukee Burger Company instead of Pizza Hut. So, yeah, that place always has good burgers. Yeah, once again, the like brief pause to warn me about the strong attacks coming my way actually kind of saved me there. Saved me from getting hit. Alright, yeah, that's too much. Dude, like every single spirit that passes by has, okay, not all of them, but like majority of the spirits that show up on screen, they decide to attack Touhou. Like, here they go again. I've got no way. And it's like they start their attack rather quickly too. Like, they do not give me any time to prep myself for anything. So it's like, what is going on? Oh, finally. I didn't even make it to the final boss yet. Saying all these half-hearted things, I was never lying in the first place. Oh, jeez, I want to rest soon. See, you want to die. No, not at all. Alright, and the final stage. Cherry blossoms. It's quiet. I might be able to get some rest here. Even though the color of the cherry blossoms here is kind of unsettling. The cherry blossoms that bloomed violet, the color of unforgivable sin. Sleeping in silence is the thought of regret. Are you saying you wish to sleep under these violet cherry blossoms? Geez, let me rest for a bit. I've been done in by the lily of the valley and the red spider lily, you know. The flower disturbance is the responsibility of my subordinate. However, the poison is caused by your rash actions. You're high and mighty. You and I, how are we related? I judge sins after death. I look over all misdeeds during your whole life. Ah, if it isn't the dear Yama. Pardon my earlier rudeness. Interesting! Touhou actually knows who the Yama is. As there's nobody else doing so, I decided to come even alone to pay my respects at Muenzoka. Pray tell, what business do you have with me? A yokai rabbit hitting her stride. You must be joking. I always patiently listen to what others say. And I am called Gensokyo's most charming and clever rabbit. That is what a sly rabbit full of flattery would mishear. Unlike the mischief of fairies, you use low, dirty tricks. Yes, you fool others a little too much. At this rate, someone will tear off your hide before you will be judged by me. And even if that is not the case, during judgment, you will be extraordinarily disadvantaged. And that can't be. Can't you do something, dear Yama? If you have even a little bit of will to reflect upon what you have done and feel remorse, you can from here on face my judgment with honest feelings. Heaven or hell, where do you wish to go? Okay. Well, who knows? Maybe Touhou's just trying to act cool or something, but based on that one line alone, it gives me the impression that Touhou knew specifically who the Yama was, and, like, has some level of respect for the Yama, I think. Even if it does still seem like she's trying to deceive the Yama. At least that's what I'm piecing together from all of this. Alright, for the early on runs here, let's see if I can actually take out the boss. If I can get underneath her. There we go. And, of course, they don't drop any items. Ah! I will admit, considering the comments I was getting earlier, considering the comments I got on the Twitch version of this stream, in earlier today's stream, I have gotten pretty good at this final battle. Though clearly I'm still not amazing at it yet. I've gotten a pretty good amount of experience with it now to know what to expect. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I think I'm mainly gonna stay on the defensive so I can see if I can get some items from the boss. And then... come on. Could I get a break? And of course, once again, the boss does not drop an item. Ooh, that was close. I think I was about to get hit there. So that was close. And of course, like, my side view vision gets obstructed for a brief moment and it causes me to get hit by a stray bullet. Nice. Okay, I take it, yep. You whipped out the boss. And I cannot do much here. And of course I get knocked out of the way before I can do anything. Okay, is there anything... anything at all? I don't see anything. So once again, I got 0 items from that. Wait, what just happened? I did not press the bomb button there. How did... okay, now I got hit, of course. I'll catch up on chat in a moment. But yeah, I'm really not doing good as Touhou. Again, I do blame it on all these spirits that keep attacking. Like, normally I don't get this many spirits attacking me, but I don't know if there's just a larger quantity of spirits, or if it's just that Touhou's not good at reaching the other spirits, or not good at damaging them fast enough. I really don't know. If I'm basing off this shot type, maybe it's because can't really do much else here. Okay, I'm seeing somewhat of the use when, like, spirits have, like, come down beside me like that. Otherwise, I don't see too much use. Ooh, that was cool. Once again, the pause saved me there, that I was able to see exactly when to fire my charge shot. I almost got out of that unscathed. get it. Once again, no items from the boss. That has been happening a lot lately. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have wasted that move. Not good timing. Oh, of course something comes up from underneath. Oh, that's stupid. And of course I use up a charge shot right as I could really use one. I needed to bomb that. There was no way I was getting out of that alive. This is going... Dude, Touhou is... Gagadude, welcome to the stream. Alright, let me catch up on chat for a moment. Sins will not just vanish. Of course, you cannot pretend that you have died. Hang on, let me catch up on chat. It's possible, since Touhou is about 1,000 to 3,000 year old. Well, you were pretty good at it. You've beaten this game 1cc twice already. And it wasn't as characters who break the game's AI. Does anyone else here put chocolate in the freezer and then eat it when it's frozen? I mean, if you count chocolate ice cream, I guess, Jackie. The dark area around you... Yes, I know about... Wait, dark area around you. Activating those spirits. And in Touhou case, it's mostly to the sides. Have you tried charging a lot of special ones like in PODD? It's just enough to fire the special shot for charging. I'm aware of it... But it's like, for Touhou's charge shot, it's not very far range, or it doesn't seem all that useful to me. Who knows, maybe it's actually more powerful than I realize, and I should be utilizing it more often, but I don't know. Yeah, as Freezing Time says, not the best idea. Because it's only close range. So not very useful. Doesn't that character... No? I mean, I didn't notice if I was playing on Lunatic mode. I'm certain of that. Because difficulty-wise, it still feels like a relatively similar difficulty to what I've dealt with before. With some changes that makes it feel somewhat more difficult. Alright, that wasn't quite enough to send a boss after him, but... I can still do some countering of my own. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Maybe I have to actually fight the boss legitimately without using a single item in order to... Or using a single charge shot in order to get an item for beating them. Maybe that's why I didn't get any items before, because I didn't beat the boss legit. Okay, because now that... no, I still got 0 items for taking out the boss manually. So what's the prerequisite then for getting an item from taking out the boss manually? Is it luck-based? Is it tied to something else? I really can't tell how I get items from the boss. Alright, hang on. Okay, send a boss and a level 2 charge shot after them. Okay, once again, more spirits are going to be coming in from the sides. So I can't reach that. Okay, here she comes. I do have level 4, but I think I'm a little bit of a ways into this now that I might as well just try taking her out manually. If I have a lot of trouble, I'll just go with the level 2 charge shot. Just gotta stay on the defensive. Ah. Alright, I see where... I really gotta pay more attention to where she likes residing. Yeah, Let that take me. Come on, take her down. I gotta bomb that. There's no way I'm surviving that. Alright, full power. So I am not dealing with another boss immediately. Those spirits on the sides every time. There's always a lot of them. Finally! Wait, hang on. Random thing, but you know Smash Bros. Isn't canon. However, you're wondering how there can be two of the same person. You don't mean costumes or color arts. You mean like Doctor and Darkdoom, right? I mean, maybe we should go into question on if Dr. Mario was never Mario the whole time, but is actually a third secret twin brother Mario had, and we never thought about because he never shows up in any mainline or specific spin-off Mario titles. You ever thought of that? Maybe Mario has another brother simply named Dr. Mario. In a bamboo grove that appears the same all around no matter where you go. Alright, let's... the one you were fighting... Shikeki in Lunatic is way worse. You've heard a story that she used to set the difficulty to Lunatic for her stage. Yeah, I've never heard of that before. However, the bamboo grew so fast, it was a completely different sight from yesterday. Iente lies deep within that bamboo grove. Those who can make it to Iente without getting lost is either one who's quite lucky or one who possesses the eyes of the moon. Oh yeah, that's right, Touhou was poisoned. So she has to recover from all the poison. The lily will brandish a scythe and attack you. What the hell are you dreaming about? I thought you just went off on your own to do some flower viewing, but you've been doing nothing but muttering this and that ever since you came back. You're not acting like yourself, Touhou. Blood-stained hands are coming out from below the cherry blossoms and grabbing my feet. I wonder if you saw something you weren't supposed to see during your flower viewing. I want to drink some fresh, bright red carrot juice. Is she even sleeping for real? Here, the medicine is done. I found a lot of poison in her body, but the quantity isn't that particularly significant, so she'll get better if she sleeps. Speaking of Dr. Mario, Mario and Luigi's last name is Mario and Doctor's. Have you call them Doctor last name. So that means Dr. Luigi should be Dr. I think she might have fallen asleep in a place where Lily of the Valley bloom or something. It's interesting. So this is the medicine. Yes, although it's just wheat flour. Anything can cure you if you think it will. It's called the placebo effect. I don't know if that is how medicine works, Aaron. But will something like that really work if you say it right in front of... Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, if you're trying to trick someone into feeling better, at least don't make it obvious you're tricking them. She's sleeping, isn't she? I don't think she could have been pretending to sleep at this hour. I guess so. But judging by the strength of the poison, she's sick in bed for a different reason. Something probably affected her mind. Something shocking might have happened to her. Just what could have possibly shocked someone like Touhou? It's a matter of fact, she might have tried pulling a trick, but got tricked instead. Or as a matter of fact, she might be trying to pull a trick right now. I wonder, will this wheat flour work? Anyone could trick someone easily and have fun doing so. On the other hand, when one gets into a critical moment, he realizes for the first time that he isn't trusted. It is exactly like the boy who cried wolf. Nevertheless, a prankster like the boy who cried wolf, because he is eager to trick someone foolish. That is the reason for his own foolishness. If he is wise, he would act with care in his deception. However, it is by no means easy for someone to make a wise deception. As long as there are those who trick, there are those who get tricked. That's why he can lose trust. However, a wise person's deception does not bring forth more people prone to being tricked. The wise one would enjoy tricking people, yet he would do it so that the deceived wouldn't realize they were tricked or affected at all. On the contrary, they would thank him. A deception that makes the deceived thankful is a deception made by a truly bright person. This wasn't anything like Touhou's trick or pranks or the such. Lying was just the way of living. As she took in the wheat flour, she felt as if the poison in her mind went down. Congrats, ending number 9. Okay, back to the subject of Dr. Mario. I mean, here's the thing, though. Is it possible for a person to only have one name? That's an interesting question right there. Because if you had only one name, like not a first and last, but just one name, then it's like, isn't that what you have to be called then? When being called Dr. Something? Because as far as we know, Mario doesn't have a last name. So if he doesn't have a name, would it just then be called Dr. Blank? You know? Or Dr. Nanashi? Eh? Dr. Null? That's what you'd then have to think about. So, if you just have to use a part of their name or something when acknowledging someone as a Mr. or Doctor, if they only have one piece of a name, then you just gotta use that one piece. So, in a sense, the name Dr. Mario can make sense. Thank you for all coming to my TED Talk. So, if I still have your attention freezing time... And I think the game just automatically registers the previous name I registered, so I don't think I need to change my name there. Yeah, so if I were to look at the, Touhou's ranking here... Yeah, look at that, it still has my username. I've been manually typing in my high score name this whole time when I never even had to. Nonetheless, if I did everything correctly, I should have some new characters unlocked. Assuming I did everything correctly. Okay, you are here, freezing time. Okay, good, we have the other characters unlocked, and seems we now have Aya, Medicine, Melancholy, and Yuka unlocked now. So, on the Twitch stream, the last stream on Twitch, there was one viewer that came in, who was curious to know if there existed any Touhou visual novels. I know in terms of official games there aren't any, but I was curious if you knew any, like, fan-made Touhou visual novels that, you know, could introduce them to Touhou, as they've never heard of Touhou before. And we're somewhat curious about the kind of story that Touhou offers. Obviously, they didn't have much of an interest in the mainline games, as it looked way too hard for them. But yeah, if you know anything, feel free to offer some ideas, and then I can recommend it to them the next time I stop by to either one of their streams or they stop by one of my streams again. Until then, let's get the next run with Aya going. Episode 1. Okay, there do exist some good. There are some good stories around this area. Oh, they're purely fanon? Why do they cry? It's the will of the crow. Ah, there you are. Are you going to set up a store tonight? Ah, is this what's inspiring that fan anime? This line alone that incentivizes that Mystia has like a shop. So I mean, the fan anime I saw, it made it look like she had a food stand specifically. Alright, I do need to quick go use the bathroom, so we're gonna take a quick intermission. Okay, I'm back. There is some which can be interesting to them, but not sure how good they are. But there are stories of visual novels called For a Busy Person, like Embodiment of Scarlet Devil for Busy Person, and etc. Though can't say how good or how much they're canonically accurate, since I've never had any reason to play them myself. Interesting. Well, I could bring it up to them, and just give them the heads up that we won't know if they're good or not. But yeah, I know this streamer enjoys some visual novels here and there. As I think I found them playing a fairly popular visual novel. I know I'm not that big into visual novels, but I know some of the popular ones, like obviously the Ace Attorney series, and apparently there's like a really interesting visual novel out there that's about like this school for the disabled. So anyway, as I was using the bathroom, I apologize if things get a bit gross for a moment. Feel free to tell me when I should stop here, but... So, while I was in the bathroom, I was thinking about that ad that's been showing up a lot on YouTube lately. I forget the exact name of the product, but they literally start the ad by saying, "How often do you think about your poop?" And it's like, I'm certain that, like, yeah, I'm sure for those who do pay attention to their poop that, like, probably the quality of their poop or something can, like, decide, like, if something may be wrong with you or not. I'm certain professionals know how that works, but it's like, I keep getting that YouTube ad all the time, and it's like, sure, there's probably some people that are worried about that kind of stuff, but at the same time, it's like, it really gets annoying when that ad comes up, and I'm, like, trying to enjoy some YouTube videos while I'm having my lunch. And now that commercial is stuck in my head, and it's like... Every time, it's like, now I can't properly enjoy my lunch anymore. Because whether it's in my head or it plays while I'm trying to watch YouTube videos, I just get this ad thinking about your poop. It's rather annoying. And I don't know. I don't know where all that ad is playing. I mean, if you're curious, I can tell you the name of the product they're advertising. But it's like... I feel like YouTube ads is not the appropriate place to be bringing that kind of stuff up. Because, again, I'm trying to enjoy some food. Now, I get that not everyone uses YouTube while they're eating, but, like, I'm one of those people that enjoys my lunch or dinner at home while watching a YouTube video. And if an ad talking about poop comes up, it's like, it's gonna ruin my appetite. It's like, come on. I just want to eat some food, and oh, jeez, I'm doing really bad. Also, apologies for not paying attention to the interaction there. I wasn't... I have been noticing more that, okay, when this gate opened, a serious disaster must have occurred. I have noticed that there's been quite a few interactions, both last stream and this stream, on instances where fights are starting for no reason. It's definitely more noticeable now that you've pointed it out, Freezing Time, and it's like, I'm wondering if we should keep a tally of all of the times a match started for no reason. Like, they're not provoking each other, but they just go into a match. This was too narrow, so it went under. This was too suspicious, so it went... Oh. And where are you going while mumbling to yourself? Looking back at it, they were all pretty boring news stories. And aren't any suspicious people around here, huh? You're going to attract ghosts if you keep talking to yourself. Okay, I thought I saw some new chat messages there. I didn't see the level 1 charge shot for this yet. Okay, not bad. It's quick to charge and has some decent firepower to it. Oh, I actually took a few more hits than I thought to take out that spirit, so maybe it's not that strong. Yeah, honestly, my regular shot might be better. So that was pretty weak. Like, it's a nice rapid fire, but it doesn't take out enemies that easily. It takes a few hits to take out any enemy. And that's a bit of a problem when I'm needing to take out enemies fast. Ah! Boys, those daggers. Those daggers really throw me off. Yep, I figured you'd go over there. Come on, you gotta go down. Oh, I didn't even get to take her down before she lost. Oh my! Well, I was thinking, it looks like I ran into a human. Again, sorry to gross everyone out with that YouTube ad mention, but it's getting on my nerves, and I felt the need to bring it up somewhere. Shoot, I carelessly ran into a house. Carelessly, you say? There are too many careless people lately. Really? So you wouldn't happen to have any information on a careless article, would you? It's full of flowers outside this house. How about going out and writing about that? Alright, so after this will only be 2 characters left, I think. So I think we're getting to the end of this game if there's only 2 characters left. At least that's what I remember. The description said 12 characters, right? I haven't really been keeping... I'll check how many characters there are after this run to get an exact count. I mean, we've played as quite a few characters now, so I'm certain we'll be getting close to playing as all of them here soon. It's like, if I remember correctly, we recently unlocked the Poison Doll and Yuka. I've somehow figured out the cause of the strange flowers. It's not a normal incident. Alright, episode 5. It's been a while since I came to the Netherworld, but it looks as normal as ever here. A tangle, right? Do not tell Lady Yuyuko did something again. I thought she might be behind this, so I came here, but I was off the mark. This world as usual, peaceful and quiet. You say peaceful and quiet, and once again you begin thinking with your sword, Yomu. Once again, Yomu's Cave Woman. Yeah, I suppose when used in combination with the regular shot type, the charge shot could be somewhat useful when there's, like, nothing underneath her. But otherwise, I can't think of that many applicable situations for this. Oh, jeez, that was close. Gotcha. Oh, didn't even need that item. Attacking won't get me anything. Maybe I'm growing a dueling habit. I mean, technically it was you, Yoko, that was the one thinking with her sword, not really you, Aya. Episode 6. Everyone's causing a commotion, but they're just taken aback by the flowers, so I have no destination. That's it. It's true that everyone's acting strange. They're flying all over the place, but they don't seem to have a destination. Ah, Miss Thief. Are you flying around with a destination? The thief? Who are you talking about? Ah, you were a magician. So... destination? I'm looking for a rare flower, although it doesn't have to be a flower. Alright, I'll read that chat message in a second. Alright, interesting. We're starting up stage 6 with Marisa this time. I mean, we are starting to play as some of the more endgame characters, rather than the usual. Because, yeah, after this, it's just the Poison Doll and Yuka. And I would think, knowing that this is a multiplayer game, I wouldn't be surprised if it's also possible to play as the final boss. So basically the Charon lady, as well as, of course, the, what were they called? The Kama? No, not Kama. It was something that started with a K. I know that much. Alright, what's gonna happen here? Oh, of course it's always the underhanded beams that get me here. Like, I was focused on everything else, and then of course it's specifically the underhanded beam that gets me. Oh, jeez, careful. Oh, I didn't mean to fire a level 2 charge shot. Okay, just get all that off of me. Yep, there you go. Of course, it's a constant back and forth exchange. I would like to keep playing on the defensive if possible here, so I don't want to... Gotcha. Yeah, get that all off the screen, please. Oh, jeez, that was close. That was very close. Okay, and about Mr. A, if you're wondering about her shop, you can read about is... in the Bohemian Arc. Well, you're a Tengu, right? If so, I bet you got a lot of interesting stuff with you. I don't have a single thing to lend to a thief. It looks like you only cause disruption. That'll make for tiny news stories. Oh well, looks like I shall reveal the truth behind this flower incident. Now you'll tell me about the Prism River Sister, since you played as them today. There are 3 sisters, the older sister, Lunasa, the middle sister, Merlin, and the younger one, Lyrica. Okay. Alright, episode 7. The wind has stopped. The wind isn't blowing on the hill here. It feels bad, so why not make some gusts myself? Hold it. First a gale. It's perfect that the wind doesn't blow here. The poison doesn't scatter everywhere then. Who might you be? I was living here from the beginning. Rather, that's what I should be asking you. Excuse me? I'm a newspaper reporter, Aya Shamimaru. It's my day off, and I'm collecting information. For work? For fun? A newspaper reporter, you say. But was there a newspaper? There is, just between the Tengu. I see. So what are you investigating now? Or are you on a break? Are you a yokai that would be likely to do something that'll make a good story? That's tough to answer. If I'd said yes, it'd be coming straight from me and all. If I said no, it'd be kind of annoying. Well, that's fine. If you're not going to make a good article, I'm wasting my time. I'll hurry on to the next. Wait a second, write about me. I won't do anything weird, though. Well, what do you want to be written about? Written for causing an unnecessary battle? Like a lot of these battles in this game? Alright, here we go. As always, I have noticed in a lot of my previous matches with this character that poison is proving to be a lot more of a nuisance than I expected. Like, it always appears in the most inconvenient of locations. And it's like, it's a bit of a problem, especially when I need to move around a little bit faster than, you know, super slowly. So for once, speed is actually a bit of a concern, and I've got this poison to thank for actually being concerned about moving too slowly for once. Gotcha. And of course that costed me a hit. And I think I fired too... Yeah, I fired too powerful a shot, but... This is not going well. This might be a bit concerning. Alright, well that should do something. Oh, and of course she immediately counters it. Okay, I only have level 3. Can I get it up to level... I could get it up to level 4 if I'm fast enough. Although at this point it's kind of pointless, because I already dealt plenty of hits to her. Ah! Again, the poison is really proving to be a nuisance. I'm doing really well, Isaiah. Even if you threaten me, I won't write anything straying from the truth. You love medicine. Hey, Sakamoto Yorigami, welcome to the stream. What are you being threatening in the first place? I see, Tengu are the wind. No wonder my poisonous mist didn't work. Be careful from now on so that I don't have to write an article about poison overuse. Okay, Lunasa is calm and collected leader of their band. She's a bit pessimistic, but usually understands situations quite well. She is a violinist of the band, and she has an ability to play depressing sounds. You didn't need to put the A there, freezing time. You could have said, ability to play depressing sounds. Anyone who hears her music immediately gets sad and depressed. I wasn't just wasting my time myself. Yes, I was just searching for the place with the most phantoms. Deep here is where the most phantoms gather. Mu and Zuka, the ones who commit suicide, are either enlightened sages or fools that think too much. 90 out of 100 times they're the latter. The fools who try to justify suicide don't realize the foolishness of that. Well, Tengu do think too much. There might have been some who have come to commit suicide. Who said I was going to commit suicide? The only people who come here are such fools. Nobody would enjoy a story about a suicide. Nobody would want to read or hear about it. If it's written about one might cease their suicide, see, even the phantoms flying around here. Wait, phantoms. Why are there so many? Did you not notice? Gensokyo is full of phantoms right now. I think those phantoms are making the flowers bloom. Because of that, Gensokyo is full of flowers. What? Well, this is a bit unpleasant. I can feel a scoop. Is that the problem here? If I don't get back to work now... Do you think you can escape Gensokyo as fast as Tengu? Alright, here we go. This is a surprisingly good run so far. We have not lost anyone even once. So I still have all my lives intact. So the question is, will that streak continue? Or will this be where I start losing? Alright, there she is. Ah. Okay, I'll admit. I got a bit overwhelmed back there. And, okay, yeah, I'm doing really bad all of a sudden my skills went very far down. So, yeah, this might be where my skills start to dwindle. And my winning streak goes down for this character. It was a good run while it lasted, folks. But I guess, it's back to the usual. Oh, jeez. I'm not going down that easily, though. Come on, come on, come on. Yes! Gotcha. I am starting to get a bit cornered, though. Here. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. Alright, she's also down to her last hit point there. The question is, who will last longer? Will the streak continue? It's gonna be a close call. It is going to be a very close call. So I cannot tell how this is going to play out. Alright, I don't have anything else beyond that. I gotta rely on pure skill now. Oh, so close, yet so very dead. Well, not actually dead, because Danmaku is non-lethal and all. Yeah. Alright, full power. Let's wait until the right times to use these. Or just get hit. Ah! I'm getting hit by the stupidest stuff this run. This might actually lead to me not 1CCing the game like I was given being hyped up to believe, as this is going downhill very fast. Like, what happened to my amazing performance earlier? It's like all of a sudden it's gone now. Alright, get that. Of course that did nothing since I already had a... My goodness, this is going terrible. Oh, she's just immediately starting out with a bomb. Oh, not a bomb, with a boss. At least she went out quickly. Come on, pay attention. Ah! Oh, that stray bullet almost got me. That was close. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Gotcha. Ah. Finally! You're very suspicious. Are you the Sanzu River's Shikigami? That's right. Since you understand that much, let go of me. I guess it's fine. I've mostly figured out the true nature of this flower incident anyway. Alright, so the second one is Merlin. On the other hand, is always in high spirits and enthusiastic about everything. She's the trumpeter of the band and has the ability to play exciting maniac music. Anyone who hears her music will want to act, dance, or at least something. And the last but not least, Lyrica. You were playing as her here. She's the mischievous one, and quite smart with that. Usually she gets what she wants by convincing her sister to do something. I've gathered a lot of information. It feels like I can make an article with this. It's not my job to solve this, so I'll be heading back to work now. But why am I heading toward those cherry blossoms? The violet cherry blossoms gather sins and makes flowers bloom. Sins cannot be spoken of, or even sins that the person themselves are not conscious of, have no meaning in front of... the violet cherry blossoms have come and witnessed all sins. Excuse me, but who might you be? What's wrong? Those cherry blossoms seem like something you are inclined to, treasures of the past. Murders, locked room murders, serial murders, and manslaughters. There are many cases sleeping here. Do the cases only consist of murders? I don't really wish to write about murders. I mean, in the world of Phoenix Wright, it's always a murder. I am the one who measures the weight of sins. Yes, okay, Yama, not the Kama. Ugh. You're the Yama? Why have you come to such a remote place? The number of deceased from the outside world occasionally drastically increases. They generally increase by a cycle of every 60 years. It turns out that now is the time. So that's how it is. Speaking of which, I think I recall flowers blooming out of season in the past as well. But a cycle of 60 years is too long ago. It can't be helped if I forget it. You are drawn to the violet cherry blossoms that bloom sins. Tengu are naturally curious, so they are sensitive to new occurrences. But sometimes curiosity can cause events. Yes, you are a little too inquisitive. To relay events through a newspaper is to create a new event. You may be intending to investigate an incident, but you yourself are causing one. If the sins of events you have caused are included with your own sins, you will most likely fall to hell. Eh? I write articles with no bias or fabrications. It is impossible to truly record the truth. That is because you cannot bear in the fact that there are others who read the article. If you write an article, the truth will change. If you watch the truth change and rewrite the article, the truth will change yet again. When writing an article, you must be prepared to cause an event. That's an interesting thought when it comes to news. In this day and age when news is, always a big deal to everyone, it's interesting how just the simple act of releasing a news article, regardless of if it has bias in it or, even if it does tell the truth, in a sense, it can change one's interpretation of events in a way that one may not intend, but can happen. I didn't need to use up a charge shot there, but lo and behold, I did it, and I got careless there for a moment. I guess it just goes to show that I'm not really one to... It'll be interesting stuff since I am going to be working with news here with my new job. I mean, I'm just going to be helping with the news broadcasts. I'm not actually... Okay, what hit me there? I didn't actually see. Was it a stray bullet that I didn't notice? What hit me back there? I don't know. Is it just me, or am I having a rougher time than usual with the... Yama. Yeah, because of all the times I lost in Stage 8, I don't think I have enough lives to survive this fight. So I'm probably going to be having to use up a continue here. Ah! Yeah, especially if I'm making stupid moves like that. Alright, just take him down. We'll get him. Ah! Alright, what's she sending after me? Boss? Okay, just a strong attack, no bosses. Okay, there is a boss. Never mind. Oh my god. It's mainly because of the high-up ones that lead to so many being on screen. Gotcha. Of course it's the useless item. Meaning that I got absolutely nothing out of that. Okay. Ah, I was just about to get out of that alive. Alright, this is gonna be close. Will we once see this or not? It all comes down to this. One hit decides all. Will the CPU give it to me? Or are they just gonna be a bit too stubborn about this? It all comes down to this. Okay, we just barely pulled off another 1cc. Now let me get back to chat, so I'm probably pretty far behind here. She's the pianist of the band, and she has an ability to play illusory notes. It's the notes and sound which doesn't exist. But also her music has some catalyst effect, since when she plays with her sisters, effects of their music is nullified, making it safe to listen. Prism River Sister captured so many hearts in Gensokyo as a band because their music is directly affecting listeners' souls. Interesting. So when all three of them play together, it's like their effects cancel each other out to where it just simply becomes nice music to listen to instead of music that emotionally affects you. Alright. Muinzuka, a place where the nameless deceased sleep. Nothing resembling a gravestone can be seen. At best, scattered about are stones that are small enough to be carried with both hands. That's about all there is to it, so there are hardly any visitors who come to mourn. Looks like the flowers aren't returning to normal. If I could write an article about these flowers, I'd say, the flowers bloom because the outside world's phantoms increase too much, and they aren't returning to normal. Wait, that's not interesting at all. Rejected! Although she claims to write the truth, her content is prioritized based on how interesting it is. In particular, she loves trivial news about the ordinary lives of Gensokyo's inhabitants. So in a way, basically any news article. So I mean, the whole point about news is that they want to focus on what's relevant, whether that's important worldwide events and sometimes some lively stories in, like, locally. She also has no shortage of anger coming from those who've had odd, interesting articles written of them. Are you here to commit suicide? Oh, wait. You hear that Tengu from before. What's going on? Are you here to commit suicide again? Didn't I tell you from the start I wasn't going to commit suicide? The flowers don't really seem to be returning to normal. Or so I thought, so I came to collect information about it. Well, I'm trying my best regardless. Lately, the amount of new souls coming in has decreased, so I think the amount of flowers will also lower soon. How are things going? Are there any other unusual things happening as well? Unusual things? I'm busy every day, so I don't have time to cause an event. I see. By the way, on a different subject, the other day a certain someone showed me the calculation tables to compute the width of the Sanzu River. What? That isn't something that can really be measured. I was shocked at how incredibly complicated the equation was, and how the width of the river changes with whatever amount the ferry is paid. It isn't even that simple. I've been ferry boating for a long time, but on the way, there's a foggy place where you can't see what's in front or behind you. The length of that place, as well as the river's speed, are impossible to estimate. That's why I said it was an incredibly complicated equation. While they were having their silly chat, I realized that the Grim Reaper was already slacking off right before her eyes, but she didn't say anything. There was no use in fretting since the number of souls wouldn't go down anytime soon. In this case, it was best if the work could be reliably done without any mistakes. She finally realized that if there was no event worth writing an article about, then there is no need to force herself to write an article. If there is no news, then naturally there's no need to publish a newspaper issue. Such events are things that are better off not happening. Just like the Yama said, she certainly felt that by writing up so many events, she was increasing the number of heinous events. So then, what was the purpose of newspapers? She thought about it a little and realized that they were like the wind. Like the wind? Congratulations, ending number 11. How are newspapers like the wind? I mean, I know newspapers get blown around by the wind a lot. You'll definitely see that a lot if you visit New York, I'll tell you that now. Oh, there's always something about having a nice hearty meal that... Like, you ever notice that having a nice hearty meal always makes you very thirsty? Like, you don't feel dehydrated, but you just feel thirsty, you know? Yep, when all of them playing, it's safe to listen to them. Okay. That's definitely interesting. Wait, let me read that again, because... Okay. About the width of Sanzu, it's also in Bohemian Archive. Okay. So definitely a lot of stories I didn't pay full attention to in Bohemian Archive. Again, if you want me to reread that section in case I didn't pay full attention to it last time, feel free to link me that particular section of the Bohemian Archive so I can properly read about it now that I have an understanding of it. Maybe that's how I should have approached the Bohemian Archive the first time I got around to it, is like, I focus on reading the stories that are relevant to the respective games I've played so far. I think if I would have read it like that, maybe things would have gotten a bit interesting about it and would have made more sense then, and it would have remained relevant then. So who knows, maybe in some ways that'd be a neat way of going about the Bohemian Archive to properly look into some of the articles in it that I didn't initially look into that much when I first read it. Okay, so let's take a look at the remaining characters I have here. Wait, the article about Ran. Okay, so we've played as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 characters so far. And this would make it 12 with Medicine, Melancholy, and Yuka. Now, if this is a game where, you know, it's similar to the other multiplayer Touhou games, where it's possible to play as the final boss, that would put it up to 14 characters. Presumably. I don't know if it will be similar to Touhou 3 where we'll be able to play as the final boss or not. We'll just have to keep playing and find out. Nonetheless, let me think here. If that's the case, then assumedly we have about 4 characters remaining to play as. Would that be something worth saving for a separate stream? Well, let's see. For tonight's stream, we did Touhou, Aya, and... Okay, if presumably we'll have 3 more after this, let's do at least 1 more character, so that way next Touhou 9 stream, we can have it be a small stream and just focus it towards the remaining 3 characters. So it could be a stream that I do after dinner or something. Assuming it's not one of those days where I end up not being in the mood to stream after dinner. Because that seems to happen a lot on this channel, where it's like I promise a stream, but then on the actual day of the stream, whether it's a slow start to the day or something else, I end up just losing the mood to stream. It's rather strange. But yeah, that means next time we play, we'll play as Yuka, we'll be playing as the... What was it? The Higagami, was it called? Or... And then as the Yama. Okay, I remembered what they're called now. So we'll get to see what the Yama's up to eventually. So let me see something here, because... Alright. So I think that'll be a good plan. We'll play as 1 more character for tonight. I'm gonna make it Medicine Melancholy. So next time we play, it'll be as Yuka and incident-related characters. Let's do it. Episode 1. This year's Suzanne might be a bit quick-tempered. Gotta whack their heads when cutting the lily of the valley. It sounds like westernization. See, just by flying over her, she goes crazy. Westernization is the bud of war. That's an interesting phrase. I mean, I know the US is a major world power, but it's interesting to say that westernization is like the sole cause of a lot of wars. Or maybe I need a bit more context to understand that phrasing. Or who knows, maybe that's a mistranslation or something. So I know this is all mainly fan-translated, right? I mean, I'm certain mistranslation happens even in fan translations. Ah! There we go. What's her? Well, that's an interesting charge shot. I mean, with the time it takes to charge that, once again, it doesn't feel like it's worth using it. It's interesting how compared to Touhou 3, where it felt a lot more beneficial to use charge shots, here it's like, it feels a lot not as useful. Amazing, if the poison's this strong, I could dominate the world. I master my own domain. All-powerful. Ah. None of you are probably gonna know what I just referenced there. Suzanne, is Suzanne growing a bit too much this year? Ahaha! I flew all the way to the roof and it broke and disappeared. Done in by the poison? Birds' wings are easily affected by poison, after all. Haratia. What game do you know have PvP, but does not know it for PvP? That's a good question. I guess technically Dark Souls has PvP, and while it is well known to get invaded by some annoying players at times in those games, I wouldn't say its multiplayer aspect is as well known. At least for those that don't know much about the Souls games. I guess you could also consider Phantasmagoria to be a bit of a PvP game. Well, at least the original PS2 Phantasmagoria, not the 2020X version. So I know the because yeah, Phantasmagoria, it has a 2-player versus mode. And yeah, if you have two players going up against each other in the two-player versus mode of Phantavision, like if you're both good, it can get pretty intense. You're blooming by energetically taking down flying birds this year. That's a little overboard, Suzanne. But yeah, I have yet to find a worthy opponent in Phantavision, since hardly anyone knows about that game. But I feel like if I could find a player that's actually good at Phantavision, like, I could have a lot of fun with them in the two-player versus mode. Lily of the Valley's Antidote Store. Lily of the Valley's Antidote Store. Don't need antidote for the Lily of the Valley poison, do you? Trying to swindle again, huh? If it's antidote, use it on yourself. Ah, I'm becoming numb. Alright, let's go. Ah! Oh, I just noticed that, because, like, I just noticed her focus thing is a star. I never understand the importance of, these, like, the different shapes that show up when you go into focus mode. Because some of them, it, like, is a line across the stream. Some are rather close. Why does that show up whenever you're in focus mode? Is there a significance to that I don't understand yet? Oh, jeez. Ah! Okay, we're good. We're not good. That was close. I feel like that should have hit me. Okay, we got her. Sorry for being away today from time to time. Was just giving presents to your mom since it's the 8th of March there. Oh. Is there a special holiday on the 8th of March? Because I know from what I read on my calendar that it's like International Women's Day. At least that's what my calendar tells me. I don't know if there's a holiday exclusive to Russia that I don't know about. Feel free to let me know what was going on. But still, though, that's nice that you're caring about your family. That's always nice. With this much of Suzanne's power, I might be able to make more allies. Amazing. There are so many poisonous flowers. I've got to tell Master. Hey, these Lily of the Valley are mine. The poison's already affecting me. But I mean, regardless of if it's for a holiday or if it's something of your own choice, I am glad you care about your family. I mean, I care about my mom and my family. So they're very loving, very supportive. Oh, jeez. Okay, I gotta pay attention. I'm getting very, very careless here. I know I care about my mom, but I also care about making sure I don't get careless with this game so I don't lose. Where are you going? I don't know if I'm gonna... I'm just gonna slip through that with a charge shot. I do want to see if I can take her down here. Gotcha. Thank you very much for the power. Ah! All these spirits are gonna prevent me from shooting her down. Ah, I still got her, though. It's impossible for you to stand up to this many Suzanne for a long time. So this entire run of the game is just us poisoning everybody. I don't know. The poison seems a little too strong. Ah, jeez. What's with this place? Oh, wait. I don't remember Reimu showing up here during the incident. At least when we were playing as her. Ah, a human! A human! Suzanne, take her down! There's something weird here. Fine. It just means that this place has nothing to do with the flower incident. Interesting how in this route of the game, Reimu shows up. I guess they're... Because we need 9 whole stages, we're just going with relevant characters that could end up here in some way or form. Alright, let's go. Ah! Yep, you do that. And for humans this week, maybe Suzanne's just too strong. I mean, in a sense, the only thing that makes Reimu powerful is because of the yin-yang orb, since Reimu herself never really trains at all. I think I've gotten a little more confident thanks to Suzanne. Who is Suzanne? It's like Suzanne the little doll next to her? Or is that like a nickname for the poison? Wow, this is amazing. With this much poison, I could make delicious tea. Delicious tea? You're a strange human. I'm not the one who's going to drink it. Yep, of course you're gonna feed it to your master, who probably has poison immunity. I know which one, too. Actually, now that I think about it, is this the first time we've gone up against Sequoia in Stage 6? If so, I'd better be careful. No. Alright, and okay, she's sending up. It's always those daggers that shoot directly at me from the other side of the screen that get me. That's a problem. Okay, somehow I slipped through all of that. Can we take down Sequoia now? Thank you. Okay, she's sending another boss at me. I am not going to mess with that. I'm just going to do a full screen wipe, get a move on with my day. And, of course, picking up the boss token does nothing, since I already had a boss on her side of the field. And now I've got nothing, not much to fight her with. Ah! Took just a bit to... Wow. That... Yep, International Women's Day. Yep. Who knows, maybe knowing that in a couple hours it'll be International Women's Day. That does leave me wondering if I should do something for my mom to celebrate International Women's Day. I don't think too much about some of the lesser-known holidays. Well, not lesser-known, but, like, holidays that aren't as widely known, I guess, or as, like, mainstream and as celebrated as others. I guess that's a better way of putting it. Surprised there's no such... No, from what I'm seeing on the calendar, there is an International Women's Day in the U.S. And I mean, we have other stuff celebrating certain holidays. An obvious example being Mother's Day and Father's Day. Those are always good holidays to celebrate. You know, show your love and affection towards your parents. Ah! Oh, come on, I'm busy attacking the... Missed it. Gotcha. Okay, we got her that time. I see. Tea is meant for killing others. I mean, yes, I guess it's a pretty common thing to poison tea. Not at all. There's a person who would enjoy tea made with poison. I think that it might be okay for me to leave this place now, Susan. A shut-in? Interesting. For once, she actually decides to leave her patch of poison. Where she's always been. It's definitely blooming a lot here, too. Sunflowers are kind of disgusting, so I don't really like them. Yet so cute, though. Me? The sunflowers. Rather, the sunflower seeds. Oh yeah, with poison, I've just defeated a bunch of people who came to me. Can you be taken down, too? Do you know why they came and attacked you? It's because you smell. What are you talking about? It's not good spreading the smell of poison so much it'll make others want to run. Poison. Oh, poison. It's my life. That won't change. Tisk, tisk. So you're going to attack me after all. You want me to, don't you? It can't be helped. Suzanne is like a name to all poisonous flowers and poison here. Okay. Good to know. Sunflowers are always annoying to navigate, especially when they're in large quantity to the point that they basically just put up an entire wall. Like, it does not make it clear how to navigate it at all. Alright, what are you throwing at me? Okay, simple stuff from Yuka so far. Alright, I'm taking you down, Lily. Come on, come on, come on, take her down. Did I not fire? There we go. Now the charge. Okay, once again, okay, this character clearly needs more time to charge than other characters, so... Oh no, this might lead to me bombing more often with this character compared to others. For more dire circumstances. Okay, we've got that sent after her. So I'm certain she's about to counter with a boss. I'll counter with another boss, then. Really, again? Oh, did I get hit there? Ah! And of course she managed to counter with another... Okay, just barely managed to win. I got lucky there. Honestly, it didn't last that long, so I'm impressed I won there that quickly. Ha, that felt good. It feels great to defeat living things. Don't they know a walking tool is dangerous? What exactly are the foolish humans thinking when they threw something in the flower field? I mean, hey, that humans do some stupid stuff sometimes, Yuka. Also, does that mean Yuka's not human? We don't really know what Yuka is exactly. Other than that, she's really powerful. And has a mansion with supposedly some dream-related stuff going on with it. Wow. Wow, wow! It's a nickname. Don't know why she calls him by it. Alright. There's so many poisonous flowers here. It's what I get for going out once in a while. I'm really lucky. A scrapped tool, huh? It's definitely easy for souls to possess a human-shaped tool. But I haven't seen one that can move their body so freely. It's amazing, isn't it? The fact that I can move my own body, the fact that an object can think freely. If you're interested in the a little doll near her, it's probably her real body. What? If you are a tool, then it's not my job. It's dangerous here, so you should leave before it gets hectic. I don't want to. I just found this many poisonous flowers after all. Poisonous flowers? Huh? Red spider lilies are blooming. You didn't notice? Well, this is a bit unpleasant. I'm going to take some flowers and head off. So if you're going to attack me, now is the time. You look like you want to be attacked. Can't be helped. I'm going to chase you out with power. So once you're out, go home. Alright. Here we go again. I gotta consider bombing more often with this character if there's gonna be more dire circumstances where I just can't have a charge shot ready in time. Okay, is she gonna send a boss after me? Nope, and of course it cost me a hit. This is not a good run. Started out with some good moments, but I'm kind of losing it now. Yeah, I gotta bomb that, because there's no way I'm gonna charge up fast enough for all that's approaching me. It's gonna create problems that... You told me about Yuka, and she is a flower yokai, one of the strongest yokai. Well, I guess I forgot about the lore description, sorry about that. It has been a while since we last played Touhou 4, so I mean, I'm bound to forget some pieces of the lore here and there. But yeah, I don't remember the part about her being a flower yokai. But yeah, I knew she was one of the strongest in terms of raw firepower. Ah! I almost got out of that unscathed. Unfortunately, the game had other plans. Still take her down in time? No. Okay. Well, it was worth it. It was worth a shot. Okay, what's it? Oh, she... I'm just gonna unleash that. It's not gonna get me that far, but it's at least a deflection method to stay a bit towards the defense. Have that ready so I at least have some power reserved for later. Alright, take down the Lily. I could release him. Okay, we got it. Oh, my body's brimming with poison. You're a strange doll. Has the poison sunk deep into your brain, too? Of course I'm being fulfilled. Right, Suzanne? Alright, in the final stage. Alright then, I've enjoyed the red spider lilies to my heart's content. I guess I should head back now. Is what I'm supposed to be thinking. What is this? It's not poison, but I'm being drawn in by these violet cherry blossoms. It is dangerous. If you are not careful, those cherry blossoms will... An endless number of hands will stretch and beckon for you. They're holding on to you. That's disgusting. There is no helping it. You are a type of tool. A doll. No matter how you think, the ones using you will selfishly put their love or hate into you. At times they will give a name, at times they will change your appearance. By every user's will, tools are... Yes, tools are something that humans selfishly put their feelings onto. That definitely brings a whole new meaning to Toy Story, that's for sure. That's right, you understand well. There are so many souls here in Muinzuka that have not realized they have died. That is why it is not safe for a tool such as yourself to come here. You will be taken in by their unstable minds. No? Then I'll fight until the status of dolls rise. I'll fight humans! Has your head been infected by the poison as well? The lily of the valley is the poison of the mind. The red spider lily and the lily of the valley poison different parts. If you bask in both poisons, it would not be wrong to call you a lump of poison. I'm telling you, Freezing Time, it sounds like this poison is parasitic. That a parasitic organism controlling a corpse, or in this case, a doll. Like it's reanimating the doll. It's about time for me to take a stand and achieve the liberation of dolls. Have you not realized the effect of poison? You need to cool off a little. If dolls are liberated, who will create dolls? You do believe that the dolls other than yourself will follow your small mind. Yes, your outlook's a little too narrow. How many times have you left your small lily of the valley behind? Humans are the same. If they shut themselves in a small place too long, they will become blind to others. Not only your mind alone will become toxic and aggressive, but you are the same as other typical humans, one who holds a small mind. That isn't true. It's true that I haven't left Lily of the Valley field until today. How did you know that I'm living in the Lily of the Valley field? If you do not receive support from others, you will not be able to cross the Sanzu River, and you will be dropped into the river partway. A soul that does not understand the pain of others will never receive support from others. Even if you wish for the liberation of dolls, you will embrace despair at the fact that nobody will aid you. As a doll that will not come to me after death, I shall judge you here and now. Sorry, but that's not the case. It's just an interesting concept if you ask me. The whole idea of, like, some organism or, some substance of some kind reanimating a corpse to create a certain level of sentience in it somehow. It's an interesting concept for a story, I'll tell you that now. Who knows, maybe once I start updating my portfolio, I'll put such an idea into the works. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, I gotta not think about my idea for now and think about the fact that I am about to lose very stupidly. I feel like I fired that too quickly. Yeah, I can't go after her this time. I bombed there. Oh well. That run was not a good run anyway. Alright, last life for a chance at 1cc'ing this, so I'll still put in a good effort. I don't want to act stupid like I just did there. I at least want to put in a decent effort to win this. So let's do this. Oh, jeez. What is going on here? Okay. Yeah, I had to dispel all that. That was getting overwhelming. Gotcha. Come on, come on, come on, come on! Get him! Did I get it? Got it! Somehow I didn't get hit there! Oh, jeez. Ah, yeah, I figured I'd be getting hit there. Alright, then you come that way. Oh! Alright. Alright. Final stretch. One hit decides all. Will I 1cc it or not? Ah! Cherry blossoms are. Look at the hands that you have grasped you have increased. The ones that are poor in heart are also poor in mind. They'll return to the earth and eventually be forgotten. But you do not have to worry. All humans have only small hearts. You are that close to a human being. What's left is to nurture your plentiful heart and surpass humans. Oh yeah, in Touhou it's possible to have so much sin that you won't even get to judgment and just get thrown overboard in Sanzu River with no way out. That's definitely to... Because, I mean, if we're basing this off the river Styx, I mean, yeah, you'd basically be stuck as part of those souls trapped in there. Which, yeah, I mean... Stuck in a river of constant suffering forever. Yikes. I mean, it's interesting to know that in some mythologies that, like, there can be a fate worse than hell somehow. Which is interesting, because, like, going off the Christian logic of hell here, it's like... They say that our worst day on Earth is still better than our best day in hell. While... And that our best day on Earth is still worse than our worst day in heaven. So it's interesting to know that, like, with the different concepts of the judgment of one's sins, that it's possible for there to be a fate worse than hell for spirits. Because it's like, hell is already supposed to be like the place of eternal suffering, right? Actually, Buddhist hell is something very scary. I mean, yeah, it's like, it's still obviously a bad place, but does that mean, like, the hell interpreted in other religions isn't as bad? Okay, what hit me there? I did not see anything. So does it mean hell is still bad, but it's not as bad as it's interpreted as in Christianity? That it's like, in a way, the river Styx, or in this case, the Shuzu River, is basically that religion's equivalent fate of, you know, hell in Christianity. I mean, there's a lot of questions when it comes to the different religions, that's for sure. There's a lot to think about, a lot to know. Again, it's something I'd have to research to understand the full implications on how different religions judge one's soul. Ah. And that's first hell out of 12. But yeah, we know from Touhou that there's multiple different hells, as there's, you know, the old hell, and then I guess there's like a new hell, so I knew there were at least 2 different types of hell in the world of Touhou. But I never knew there'd be a full 12 of them. I missed. Ah, somehow still won that run. Like in Buddhist hell, you should say naked in a cold. It's so... Oh, you meant to say cold there instead of called. Whoops. Blisters will be all over your skin. You have to stay there for 51 trillion years. Wow. That's definitely a long wait. I feel like after that many years have passed, like... I mean, that's actually, like, beyond after the sun blows up, right? In, like, realistic science logic. That's, like, long after the sun is exploded. So it's like, what's there to go to after you've finished your sentence in hell, then? Deep in the mountains, where humans hardly visit, a hill was suddenly covered in lily of the valley flowers. The lily of the valley here were much more poisonous than ordinary wild variants. It is said to be the fault of the one who lives here. Medicine. Convallo. Let's gather some toxins. Where are you going? What are you doing? Those are the magic words for collecting poison, you know. I wonder if you also do this when you're alone. Wait, there are what? Oh, as in, like, something to go back to, even after the world has ended? The lily of the valley here is certainly harsh. If one is staying here for long, they will likely unconsciously want to recite some magic words. That's true. It would be better if we didn't stay for too long. This doll here can freely manipulate poison. Oh, I won't attack today. If it's poison you're talking about, I can share a little. Well, I don't quite see in you the ferocity Raisin was talking about. Master, please don't be fooled. Previously I was attacked with poison soon after we met. Which is why I'm in a fair mood today. Even if there's poison, you can just tell it to please stay away from you two, you know. How suspicious. What are you saying, Raisin? To think you'd be distrustful of such a cute doll. You wrote that there's 12 layers of Buddhist hell. Yeah, so is that one, like, the worst, or are you saying that, like, the other layers are worse than that? I mean, like I said, like, in Christianity, the concept of what awaits us in either heaven or hell is, like, beyond human comprehension, supposedly. That it's, like, so much worse than we could ever, or better, depending on where you get sent, that... though it is suspicious that a doll can move on its own, and even manipulate poison. Suspicious, yes, but she seems to be simple-minded. Aside from Lily of the Valley, I can share with you my collection of other poisons, you know. Belladonna, Wolfsbane, and red spider lilies, too. It's the first out of the 12, the lightest one. Okay, no, Buddhist hell is, in most interpretations, is more horrible than the Christian one? I mean, I guess maybe I don't know enough about Christianity. Master, don't be fooled by her modest guise. Just as I thought, she... I mean, what I do know in Christianity is that regardless of what awaits you in hell, it's like, well, once, you know, Judgment Day arrives and Jesus returns, basically that's the day that sin will cease to exist. And, that basically means that all of hell and all the sinners that were banished to hell will basically be just erased, basically. Like, they'll be gone for good. No second chances. no time limit to how long they need to reside in hell. They're just stuck in hell forever. Until that day arrives that they cease to exist. So I'm not giving up on that. Simply thinks that the time is not yet right. She needs to gather allies, thus she first must acquire a deeper understanding of the world that lies beyond her hill of the Lady of the Lily of the Valley. However, making friends and making poisons are two different matters. The former involves other people. In other words, one must be able to capture the hearts of others. Medicine is still learning about socializing, but she has now learned that possessions and appearances alone will not gather genuine support. The most important thing for gathering friends is to be able to empathize with the pain in others' hearts. A realization like this, not a perpetual shut-in, can never learn, confused medicine. But from this, she also resolved to try and spend time with others a little more from now on. Congratulations, ending number 12. Now, maybe I'd have to look at all the different Buddhist hells there are to understand what exactly the concepts are. And again, I'd probably also have to do some research into a bit more of what, at least based on the scriptures, claim awaits sinners in hell, to know what might await there. To gain a better grasp on... So again, I don't know what awaits there. No one knows. Well, obviously God knows what awaits in hell. Let's just say that in 8th hell, it's so cold that all of your internal organs is cracking and breaking from cold. You have to stay there for 6 sextillion years. Oh, so basically it just gets colder to the point that it basically just reaches, like, sub-zero. To the that sounds like it just get to the point where it's like your entire spirit just transforms into, like, dry ice or something, basically, then. Or something like outer space, where it's, like, because of the lack of pressure, you know, just... You just start expanding all over the place until you just evaporate across the cosmos. Oh, 16 layers, not 12, so it's... There's even worse fates than that. Oh, wow. So we're only halfway, and, like, already it's, like... We've got a bad freezing temperatures that involve... Wow. Nonetheless, I feel like this will be a good stopping point, since we have 3 characters left to play as, so that's about enough for one more small stream of this game. That, like, if there were to be a full day of streaming, I could, like, you know, before or after dinner finish this, and then go back to another game on the other stream I do that day. So maybe like some more Rogue Legacy. I guess I could try playing Rogue Legacy with keyboard, or maybe I'd just do like some casual runs where I just go across the castle, not really going for the final boss or anything, but just exploring. Just so I can look into some more treasures, because like until I get the charger for this from my sister to manually connect this to my computer instead of relying on Bluetooth, I want to, as much as possible, avoid games that will require this controller. So I feel like if I do end up having to play games where I'm used to playing with controller, I'd at least prefer Rogue Legacy, since we're not exactly focusing much towards skill, then I'd consider it. But nonetheless, I think this is a good stopping point for tonight. So with that, hang on, my phone lost connection to the internet. Hang on, are we still connected? The stream says we're still live, but if my phone disconnected from the internet, I hope that doesn't mean the internet went down for everyone. Well, it might have been just for my phone, because... Okay, freezing time, are we still here? So as far as I can tell, we're still connected. Odd. Why does that say... Okay, my phone reconnected just fine. What? 11th hell, under your feet is liquid metal, while stone walls are crushing you into a bloody mush for quintillion years. Wow. So I think I get the point. It's like, the higher the later, the more brutal the torture, and the longer the amount of time you have to be stuck in there involves. So, still pretty bad. I'm just still curious by the fact that, like, there's still an end to the time of your suffering in hell, where it's like, again, in Christian hell, you're stuck there forever. While here, it's like... I'm curious to know then what happens to the sinners who have fully served their time in hell. Like, because again, they can't exactly in any way be reborn on Earth. It's like by that point the world will have ended. Okay, we're still connected. Good. Reading about all those Buddhist hells is like hearing all the worst tortures you can imagine. I mean, again, it's human comprehension of, like, what's the worst form of suffering you could imagine. And sometimes it could be something... It could be direct torture, or it could be something that's indirectly torturous that you wouldn't think about. You really don't know when it comes to, like, forms of hell. So, I mean, one concept I've heard about a type of hell is, like, two people being trapped in there together, and, like, while they relate to the fact that they're trapped there, they also can't quite get along with each other. So it's like the two are annoyed by each other's presence, and, like, they're stuck with each other, though. It's like, that's a concept of hell I've heard about from one theorist when trying to look into how it could be possible that the amazing digital circus literally takes place in hell. And if you have not seen The Amazing Digital Circus by Gooseworks, I'd highly recommend checking it out. It's a good animated series. A lot of the works by just about anything Glitch Productions has made is good. At least on their main, like, their Glitch Professional channel. I mean, nowadays the stuff SMG4 makes, it's objectionable if it's still good or not, because it isn't as funny as it used to be, in my opinion. It's gotten to the point that a while back, last year, unsubscribed from SMG4. Enough about SMG4, though. We're about wrapped up here. We're gonna get a raid started on Twitch here in a second. So unless you got something else, unless you want to talk more about the different types of hell freezing time, I guess we're gonna be wrapping up here. I guess you're free to talk more about the different types of hell in the comments section of these live streams. Don't forget that other two characters is EX. Oh, really? Interesting. And you believe that's gonna be brutal for me? I mean, we'll see how that goes when we get to it. Nonetheless, I feel like we're about done for tonight, because we could start up one more character, but I think we're good for tonight. Anyway, let's get a raid started on Twitch. Oh yeah, alongside any more explanations you want to bring up in the comments section, whether it's stuff you've already said on the stream, or something else, feel free to, whether it's a direct DM or in the comments section, maybe just send me a reminder of what those Touhou visual novels you recommended are. So that way, in case I forget the name, that when I get to the stream of the one who asked about it, that I can remember what it was. Okay, we have quite a few raid options for tonight. As always, since this was a Touhou stream, a little bit interesting info about this game. IN Medicine, we're breaking the game's AI. Oh, really? Anyway, we'll definitely start out by seeing who else is streaming Touhou at this time. If no one else is streaming Touhou, I'll just raid someone that I'm following, because we have quite a few channels that I follow who are live at the moment. So I am going to need to mute desktop audio for a moment here, so you won't be able to hear the game at the moment. Now I'm just going to have a look around here, see who's live, and might also be playing. We have some Touhou players, but they're all playing on Lunatic mode, so I don't know exactly how interesting that'll be. Also, they're in Japanese. I know I enjoy watching Japanese channels, but I don't quite know how interesting that'll be. Actually, we got someone here that's playing... I don't know if that's... I think that's Touhou 10? I don't know, what's this streamer up to? This one looks pretty interesting. You see, Aya's shots can ricochet, and bots see where the bullet is flying, but it cannot predict the ricochet. So it has to reevaluate those bullets after they ricochet. Oh, really? Never knew that. Anyway, yeah, it seems like they're playing Touhou 10. Unfortunately, they have an icon on, so I can't exactly see what difficulty they're playing on. So, it looks like they're playing... I'm guessing it's normal mode or something. You can predict when we get on the raid. But yeah, we're raiding a... Oh no, wait, this character... Well, we'll see how this interaction goes when we raid them. But I'm definitely going to give them a raid, since they're playing Touhou. Touhou 9EX is strange. It's easier than main game, but you only have 1 HP. Okay. Medicine's poison slow you down, which is interfering with AI's logic and tries to dodge. Really? That's interesting. Alright, with that, we're about to get a raid started here in a moment. So with that being said, thank you everyone for watching. Next stream, well, let's see. I don't quite remember what's on my schedule, but maybe we'll have time for another live stream this Sunday. I'm going to really push to see if I can get my controller back from my sister, so I can get back to more Dark Souls, so I can once again indulge in my crippling Dark Souls addiction. Because I have really been enjoying my time with Dark Souls 3. So we'll see if we can do Sunday. But again, that's only if I can get the charger for this controller at some point. I'm really going to try and make a plan with my sister to ensure she gets it over here at some point. Because I really need like a good reason to have her over, it seems. Because otherwise, we're never going to find a good opportunity. And I don't want to hold off on Dark Souls 3 for too long, especially when some of my friends have started playing Dark Souls 3. And I don't want it to get to the point that they catch up to me that I cannot watch them play Dark Souls 3. So that would be quite a shame if it got to that point. Anyway, what else? But yeah, that's my plan. So yeah, if I can get the charger, we'll do Dark Souls 3. If not, maybe Sunday's stream will finish off Touhou 9. Or maybe I'll consider Rogue Legacy, since it has been a while since I last played Rogue Legacy. on the channel. Since I've been doing a lot of Touhou and Dark Souls as of late. Dark Souls 3. Oh, what is it? Freezing time? I was just about to end. Oh yeah, the thing about weapon infusions in Dark Souls 3. That's what we wanted to ask Kurumi about. That's right. Because, yeah, Kurumi early on didn't want me to infuse my weapon with what was available. Like, they really tried to stop me from infusing my weapon. So, I'm curious to know if there was a specific infusion route they wanted me to go about. Otherwise, I'll just be picking whatever seems appealing to me, which, in this case, is the darkness route. But yeah, feel free to mention their response before I get started. Also, I am rating a Touhou streamer, so they're playing Touhou 10. So if you want to partake in the raid Freezing Time, feel free to migrate over to the stream on Twitch. I'll give you some time to do so. But yeah, we got time. I am going to close this game out since... I mean, you guys can't even hear it at the moment. So it's not that big of a deal. He says that you'll either need a heavy or refined gem. Okay, so he wants me to go down a heavy or refined infusion route? Interesting. I wonder why it is that he specifically wants me to do that. Unless it seems that that's what they want me to go with. So, heavy is lowering your dexterity, but very good for raw power. Refined is balanced between strength and dexterity. Okay, I mean, I remember from Dark Souls 1, it was beneficial with the Claymore weapons to level up both strength and dexterity. And I'd be down to have benefits from both strength and dexterity, because from what I could tell so far in Dark Souls 3, with standard reinforcement, it's mainly just been, you know, only strength being used. So I'd be down to get benefits out of dexterity as well, that I'd be down to go down the route of refined. If you want to use Dark One, you need to upgrade your intellect and faith. Yeah, I know that from my time in Dark Souls 2. That I'll definitely need to level up faith and intelligence. Though at the same time, it seems he's not against me leveling up faith or intelligence, so... So in a sense, it's kind of similar to how things went back in Dark Souls 2. If you want all power heavy, if you want to be a hybrid between warrior and mage, dark. Okay. I mean, it's possible for me to choose any at the moment, because it's like... I think at the moment, if I remember correctly, I only have like 20 on strength. If you want both strength and dexterity refined. Okay. So we have some good options. And... I mean, as someone that wants to be a Dark Lord... Again, I'd be down to go down the route of darkness. All I need is a dark gem. It's kind of the only gem I haven't really been able to find. But yeah, that seems like a plan. I think with that, I guess that will mean we'll kind of be going with a similar build that we had back in Dark Souls 2, where we'll just be doing, you know, a Dark Claymore again. So I guess I know what kind of builds I like going with when it comes to the Soulsborns. I mean, I know it was a little bit different back in Dark Souls 1, since my favorite weapon would be a boss weapon, the Abyss Greatsword. He did like a whole chart with stats, but it's a short version of all the things he said to you. Okay. Well, man, I'm glad you were able to comprehend it enough to explain it in a way for me to understand. I mean, I'm certain I would have understood whatever chart he would have sent me. It is kind of interesting, though, that he specifically explained it to you rather than explained it to me. It's like... I mean, he's able to DM me on stuff I made. There's stuff he's... Isn't there stuff he DM'd me in the past about? Let me see here. Because I'm certain... Okay, yeah, there is stuff here... Yeah, because this was stuff Kurumi DM'd me right here. So I wonder why it is that they specifically went into detail on this with you, but never sent me that chart. It is rather strange. Nonetheless, I'm glad that this info got relayed back to me. So be sure to thank Kurumi for giving me the heads up, so I knew what I wanted to go down, and definitely knowing me and how much I like being a Dark Lord, I'll probably go the route of Dark Claymore. So with that, we're going to get a raid started here. We're raiding someone who... I can't tell if they're Japanese or... Because the category says that they're Mexican. But it's like... Their stream title is written in Japanese, so I'm very confused as of, like... what language this person speaks. Nonetheless, I'm down to give them a raid since they're playing Touhou. And we'll see if they know English or not. I do always like checking out new streamers, regardless of language. Maybe it's because he's not sure about his English skills. I wouldn't think that would be the reason, though, because Kurumi has always been fine communicating with me in the past. Regardless of any difficulties they have speaking English, so I wouldn't think that would be a problem. But I won't criticize him for it. It's what he wants to do. I'm not upset, just a little confused. Nonetheless, let's get this raid started. So again, freezing time. If you do want to see the Touhou streamer we're raiding, be sure to migrate over to the stream on Twitch, as I am about to raid now. Unless there's something else you'd like to bring up real quickly. Anyways, as always, thank you everyone for watching, and if you enjoyed this stream and wish to see more of my content, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and click the notification bell to stay notified of future uploads. For those of you watching on Twitch, feel free to leave a follow and also click the notification bell. I am active on Twitter and Blue Sky, should you want to see what I'm up to over there. And I also have my own Discord server, that should you be willing to be respectful and abide by the rules, I'm down to send you an invite, where on the server you can stay updated with stream announcements, chat with my regulars, post some memes, as well as be able to join the voice channel where you can chat with me live on stream. And until next time, this is the Gamer of Gamers, and stay excellent, everyone. Alright, you have 30 seconds to migrate over to this stream on Twitch freezing time. Be quick, otherwise you're gonna miss the raid. Alright.